Public Library's Remaking History. I'm Natalie, your Makerplace coordinator, and today we're going to be remaking some aspects of a time period that existed more than 350 million years ago. It was the time of the dinosaurs, and that time is often referred to as the Mesozoic era. Within that era, there are three specific time periods that featured very different types of dinosaurs. The first is the Triassic, then the Jurassic, and finally the Cretaceous periods. Now, the dinosaurs are all very different during those different periods, but the landmass is also different. You see, the world is the same world we live in today, but it looked much different. Instead of the continents that we have, all broken down and separated through water or by water, the land that existed at the time of the dinosaurs was one full and large landmass, all connected. And that's often referred to as the PANGEA. Now, the dinosaurs that existed, we know about them because of their fossils. And that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to recreate dinosaur fossils in our own fun, experimental way. And we're also going to talk a bit about how fossils are formed. So without further ado, let's get to it. For this project, you will need 1 cup of flour, half a cup of salt, half a cup of water, some food coloring, and some dinosaur figurines. Step 1, mix all of your ingredients. In the bowl, I've placed the 1 cup of flour. I'm going to add the half a cup of salt. And then I'm going to add half a cup of water, but before I do, I'm going to place some food coloring inside the water. Now the food coloring I've chosen is pink. Step 2. You can see I've added the food coloring and water to our bowl, and now I'm just going to, with my hands, gently mix all of this mixture together. Step 3, if the mixture is too sticky, add a little bit more flour. Step 4, press out or roll out your dough. Then take a circular object like this jar and press the circle shape into your dough. Once you do that, you'll have, of course, a perfect circle. And then take one of your dinosaur figurines and press it into the circle to make an imprint. Now remove the figurine gently. And voila, you have your own dinosaur fossil. Finally, after you've made a few other imprints from some other dinosaur figurines, leave the dough out to dry, and you'll have your very own collection of dinosaur fossils. These are some of the dinosaurs that existed during the Mesozoic era. In the Triassic period, there was the Coelophysis. In the Jurassic period, there was Apatosaurus, for example. And in the Cretaceous period, you have the famous T-Rex. So how are fossils formed? Well, for the dinosaurs, what would have happened is a single or group of dinosaurs would have died in a wet, muddy area. The mud would have covered over their bodies completely, and the wetness of it would allow for an easy decaying of their skin. And what would be left is the hard bones. And over time, the mud would harden itself. And this process of wet and then drying hard mud would create a layer upon layer, or what is referred to as a land formation. And then paleontologists, the scientists that study dinosaur fossils, would be tasked with going through these layers and finding these preserved bones. Paleontologists come from the root word paleo, which means ancient. So the word paleontologist refers to not only someone who knows a lot about ancient creatures like dinosaurs, but also ancient land formations. And next week in Remaking History, we're going to look more into these land formations by studying volcanoes and volcano eruptions. Until then, check out some of these great books on dinosaurs in our collection. Bye for now, everyone.